A dancer, an actress, a poet, a symbol of female empowerment, a Renaissance woman, a filmmaker, an educator, a historian, and a novelist, Maya Angelou is one of the most influential women of the 18th and 19th century. Hailed as one of the most powerful voices of her time, Maya Angelou should forever be celebrated for her ingenious work. Born into a racially biased world filled with black hatred, Angelou took her first breath on April 4, 1928. As she grew up surrounded by racial danger and fear, Angelou also absorbed her African American roots, clinging to the strength of family and culture. At 14, Angelou dropped out of her arts high school and became San Francisco's first female cable car conductor. She later finished high school and gave birth to her son, Guy. Raising her son, she put money on the table by waitressing, although her passion for the arts still thrived. In 1954 and 55, Angelou began her theater career, touring around Europe performing. She then began to dance with Alvin Ailey, a prestigious all-black dance troupe. In 1958, she moved to New York, where she joined the Harlem Writers Guild and began writing her plays. In 1960, Dr. Angelou moved to Cairo, Egypt, where she served as an editor of the English-language weekly The Arab Observer. The next year, she moved to Ghana, where she taught at the University of Ghana's School of Music and Drama. While in Ghana, Angelou became close to Malcolm X, and upon her return back to the States, she learned he had been assassinated, which left her very depressed. She turned to helping Martin Luther King and his push for racial equality. On Angelou's birthday in 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated, leaving Angelou devastated. She then started to write what would become her most famous piece of literature, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which exposes her dark childhood and scarring memories from that time period. Published in 1970, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings became an instant hit and an instant classic. Angelou has then published many more pieces of literature. She's appeared in television shows and travels the world teaching. Dr. Angelou has received over 30 honorary degrees and is currently a Reynolds Professor of American Studies at Wake Forest University. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why, you are beset with gloom, 'cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still, I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines diggin' in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.